broke the line. What we got?
What's up and welcome back. We're here on the Drills Gone Wild podcast. I'm RJ Steiskal, aka Mr. Sling That Thing. With me, as always, my co-host, Gentry Ward. What's up, dude? What's up, man? So what's going on?
You know, just out there living the dream, man. You see the face. I'm sunburned. I was out on the river today. Let me tell you.
You know that hat's got a sun protector on the front.
It does, but I look a whole lot cooler because I got the glasses on. You know, I look a whole lot cooler with it on the back.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm rocking the local hardware store down the street, Garlocks.
Oh, yeah.
Love them. Small town
That's
vibes.
awesome.
Love it.
Love supporting small and local business.
Absolutely. Dude, I got some bad news for you, though. Bad news. Terrible news.
What?
So I'm out on this island, and I got to do a little bit of hunting this week. Now, it ain't deer season, and I know, to you, I'm like, deer hunter, right? I'll hunt anything. I'll eat anything. Everybody's like, you wouldn't eat a horse. Hard
100%.
Maybe.
100, I wouldn't even think about it. No, I'm not even thinking about it.
Maybe I would. Like a zebra, dude? A striped horse? Yes.
If it looks like a steak, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah. But my buddy, he's out doing some things on this island right now. Rich guy, right? But the guy's in Nova Scotia. But his island needed somebody to watch it and everything. And he's like, hey, man, I just put grass seed down. If there's geese on my island, say less. We drive by that island. There's geese. So we go back to the trucks. My buddies, they grab their shotguns. I grab my bow because that's all I hunt with. And we go back over there. And I shot first, and then I got him to like the edge. And then my buddies came up. And there was a fisherman in the water, massive fish around here. They're like, oh, we can't shoot. These fishermen, they're out in the channel, and they're like, fucking shoot. they're like, bro, this bird shot, like, it might ricochet off the bedrock over there and then hit you. They're like, word for word, we'll be all right. So I shoot again. I've shot twice, right? I'm 2 for 2 for geese this season. And it is geese season, obviously. It's goose season. Yeah, we tagged up, 5 geese in 30 minutes. But we were out there on the river, and then, I was trying to show my buddy something. And on this island, there's a little bridge. And in between that bridge is deep channel water, and it's 30 feet down. You can see all the way down. A smallie. If I were to guess, easily 5 pounds, dude.
I mean, even if you said like that.
I'm telling you, not an exaggeration, massive.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got a massive, the state record's right out of there, ain't it? For the smallmouth? Were you on over by the St. Lawrence?
Yeah, no, it was on the St. Lawrence River. 9 pounds, 6 ounces, I believe, is the state record. And that was caught up here.
Dang.
Yeah.
Just shooting birdshot over some potential state record smallmouth. No big deal.
Whatever.
No, that's awesome, man.
But now I got probably, I'd say 6-7 pounds worth of meat in the freezer, pretty good day. Yep. And then last night, my dad came by. He lives up here now. Just wanted to be closer to the grandkid.
Awesome.
Back in May, I took him fishing, and bro, we caught, we call them, where I'm from, we call them brim. Up here, they're called, I don't know what they're actually supposed to be called. Bluegill, panfish, whatever you want to call them.
Man.
We had a decent amount, 1 gallon size Ziploc bag filled to the brim. Brim, you take.
How are you eating them?
So if I'm eating a brim or bass, I will gut it, dehead it. Typically, I'll descale it first, and I'll just use a spoon. I did see years ago, and I think I did try it once. It's been a while, but they'll take a hand mixer for the, from the kitchen, but they'll only put one of those blades into it. The thing you mix cakes with and shit. And they'll take that up against it, and it just does it right away. But anyways, I typically, old-fashioned, grab a spoon and just, descale it, going from the tail to the head. Cut the head, gut it, and then from there, fish fry.
You don't like the whole thing just without the head?
Yeah, you just and then after it's cooked, you just pull off the fins and stuff.
Definitely like the brim and things like that. Cutting the fillet off a fish, it's only less than a pound as is.
Hey, you'll see them guys all the time. Them, the fishing charter guys that are like, poop, 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 and and you're like, not me, Bubba.
I'm saying, man.
Yeah, we're wasting fish over here. That's why I'm gonna fry the whole thing.
If I'm gonna get a bass, like, I try to not even cut it up if it's under 2 pounds. Honestly, it's just too small. It's not worth that kind of effort for me. For me personally,
So do you fillet bass if you're gonna eat bass?
I'm gonna fillet it, but I'm looking for a one fish, one meal. One fish feeds the family kind of fish. I'm not trying to be out there snagging a bunch. You can't fish for food like that reliably. You can't monster hunt for food. You gotta fish for food. But I'm not really, that's not really me though. Like,
you're out there for the big ones,
I got a missus, and when Mrs. Sling that thing tells me she wants to fillet some fish, I go get it.
Prior to Mr. Sling that thing, right? And after you started that venture, did you eat the same amount of fish, or did you start eating more once you started doing?
Yeah, I kind of just eat fish when I feel like it. I mean, it's always been that way. I like it.
And let's say like in a year,
I'm a sports fisherman.
How often are you eating fish?
I try to at least twice a month, like once every other week minimum.
Okay,
but that's usually just like quick store
I don't
bought.
Eat fish that much. I would, if I was out there catching them and stuff like that. Yeah, I would.
My thing is, like, it's hard enough on the bank trying to just bring my normal gear to catch the fish. Now I have to bring more stuff to keep them alive. I have to find a spot with a fish that's constantly traveling and searching for food. Fishing's hard as it is, man. So, like, if I'm going to catch for food, I know exactly where I'm going. I've got a couple spots that I know they're heavy presence and it won't destroy the ecosystem, like, over there, because that's important. You don't want to be pulling out the biggest predator of a place and then just...
True. I think I told you, my neighbor, she had this, little 14-foot John boat. Her belated husband, he passed, and she didn't want it. She was just like, listen, if you can take care of the title and the registration and stuff, you can have it. So I get this fisherman's boat, and there's a cooler in there, and at first I'm just like, oh, it's an old cooler, I'm going to throw it out. I believe he had it rigged as a live well. I don't know the stuff, but some kind of puck in there and some kind of tube and stuff like that. Hey, man, another day, another time, but I'll let you look at it, and if it looks usable to you, dude, I'll just send it to you.
So I've actually got a boat coming on the way. Well, like, I got to get some stuff on my end in order to get the boat. It's not too much, license to literally, use the
license.
That's about it. And then, I got to get I got to get a trailer hitch adapter, which I ordered. It's on sale. And then I found another sale and I got it cheaper than the original listed sale price and for no tax.
That's sick.
So, yeah.
Is that the VA or is that...
No, that was just through Advanced Auto.
No way. Hey, man, I'm actually going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell our viewers this. You go to Boat, B-O-A-T, U.S., Boat U.S.
No relation to POTUS.
Right. Not the POTUS, BOTUS. You go to BOTUS, you can do that. Boater's license.
Yeah.
For free.
Is it like a national?
You gotta pay like their shipping fee, which was like $15. But it's all online. You can do it on your phone. So that's the way I did mine. It was pretty good. Yeah. It was took me 10 working hours probably. And I would just click on, do a module, come back on it another day. But yeah, it was, freer than my New York State. Yeah, exactly. It was like,
just takes a minute. That's all.
No, we pay attention to this one. With you getting this boat, Mr. Sling that thing, you got a pretty good amount of following already. Do you think your following is going to react? Are they going to be indifferent? Are they going to be impressed, happy? Or are they going to be like, oh man, he's not on the bank no more, I don't want to follow him. He's Mr. Rich Man with a boat now. Like, what do they think?
Well, before they think, I'm just going to knock the rich man thing out right before we even get there. It's a free boat, dog. It's free because, and he was this close to buying the hitch for me. I was like, all right, stop, dude. Because he's giving me the boat. He's giving me the trailer. It ain't no rich man boat stuff, but it's going to be a greatly appreciated gift. Like, and I'm definitely going to put some nautical miles on that hull for sure. And then we'll call Billy Mays back down. He's got to come visit from heaven and put some Flex Seal on it. I'm never going down. It's going to be great. But for all the guys who really just love the bank fishing, dude, I'm still going to do that. Like I said, I'm a bank fisherman. It's the only bank I visit because my credit score is too low to go to a real one. I'm not allowed. I'm not even allowed in most credit unions.
You know, it's funny
states.
because that's actually funny because today alone, I applied for 2 loans. I got denied for both. They're like, nah. Yeah, why are you even on our app right now?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
But yeah, the boat thing, man. It's don't judge me too harsh when I start because it's going to be a whole new venture for me, and I got to figure out how to move a boat, catch a fish while moving a boat, while also trying to record. I'm kind of skipping the kayak, which is fine. You know, I'm not going to lie. There's some gators that are way too close to where I'm going to be. The kayak doesn't. It just doesn't make me feel safe enough, and that's all it is.
You just got to jump on the gator's back and get you some tail,
dude. I will kickflip that bitch. I swear.
Hey. You like fish every now and then? Wait till you try some gator.
That gator's different, man. I had that. I lived in Louisiana when I was down at Fort Polk, man. Yeah, them gator bites. They had a place right outside the base. The gator spot.
I don't remember what it was called.
It was like it was all about they had the gator bites though. I can't tailgaters.
Oh yeah, yep.
Tailgaters.
Oh, I was a guest OC at JRTC one time, and me and another guy from Campbell or something. We went out there and ate, and Louisiana is like, it's like a different country, and dude, that's great things about America.
It's like
a lot of
like
places.
Australia in America, but it has French influence instead of English influence.
Exactly.
They just kind of talk funny French, and everything there will kill you.
And then you'll have Europeans and other countries out there that are like, Americans aren't well traveled. Bitch, do you know how big America is and how many?
Do you know how far New York and Florida are from each other?
Well, it's
gonna take me a week.
You took 100 people from all of the following states I'm about to say and put them in a room together, shit would get weird. New York, California, Texas, Florida, which would be up here known corner. Fucking, I don't know, peeing on each other and stuff, because that's how we get down. And then Michigan, if you took 100 people from each of those states and put them in one, weird things would happen.
Some of the states are so big, dude. The people themselves, like, it's like a country.
It's its own culture inside of America. And then you got
the subcultures.
Florida's subculture, they call America the melting pot, but Florida really is the melting pot of the melting pot. And it's a little bit of everybody. I grew up with most of the rich white kids in my high school, had daddy's money, had the lifted truck, was a racist, blasted 2 Chainz. What are we doing? Can we figure out who we are as a person? Nope, can't do it, because every culture and ideology and everything it's all right there in one spot. So that's Florida, plus Florida, man.
I mean, you guys got a lot.
And then you got Delaware.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you're the only human being I ever met. I don't know.
Bob Marley lived there once and worked at the Daimler Chrysler plant in Wilmington, Delaware. He lived, relax, man. He lived there for 14 months and said he'll never return. That happened. You can look that up. But we got Aubrey Plaza. She's from Delaware. That's cool. She's from Wilmington. That's just about everything from Delaware is from Wilmington, except Joe Biden. He's from Claymont, which is like a little town right by. Like it's kind of like Wilmington kind of looks, there's circles around it, kind of like, and yeah. So got a vice president and a president from Claymont, Delaware. It's the same guy, 2 positions, 2 titles.
Just the memes from when he was vice president, those were fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So look, when when Joe Biden and Barack Obama, where they were on the train riding through town to stop in and, do their presidential campaigning and stuff before the first term, we found out Joe Biden was selected for the vice president candidate. And, it's like, woo, home state, right? He takes them to Claymont. We're like, yeah, hometown. It's getting tighter and tighter. We got two pizza / steak shops. It's all just steak shops or pizza place. It don't matter. It's the same thing, because at least in this area, if you go to any pizza place, you can get a sub, you can get wings, you can get fries, you can get a salad, you can get some pizza, you can get a burger if you want. Like, they got it all, and it's all fine. Somebody's Nona hooked it up in the kitchen, and you're going to be straight. But we have two places. We got Charlie's and we got Claymont Steak Shop. We're in Claymont, Delaware. He takes them to Claymont Steak Shop. To anybody outside of Claymont, makes sense. Why would he take them to Charlie's? It's not even that Charlie's. This is a Charlie's you've never heard of. It's IE, not EYS. Yeah.
There you go.
This was some of the creme de la creme, dude.
Charlie's, that food court.
I had to wait till my birthday to get Charlie's, man. This was some top notch. Right next to the tobacco store and the Rite Aid. It was perfect. That's how you knew it was going to hit. And then...
Hey, that's that small...
But yeah, we I was like, dang, dude. I don't know if he should be vice president. He took him to the wrong place. Like, that's not even the best stuff. Like, are they going to... You guys want to... At that time, they probably definitely wouldn't have let me near them. I was like a 14, 15-year-old dumbass in high school. Like, I don't know, man. I probably looked like I was up to no good, but I had like straight A's. I worked real hard in school.
Wait a minute.
But I never went.
We gotta pause. We gotta back up real quick. You had straight A's.
Nah, but I was close.
I was about to say, ain't no way you had straight A's and you joined the infantry. We don't do that.
Yeah, dude. I just graduated, finished my associate's program with a 4.0.
Pause.
I did mine.
College is different. I got a 3.8 because of one bitch ass professor.
You cheated and got a 3.8. I did the work and got a 4.0.
I'm doing the work, but this one professor, she's like, you're doing great on all the subsections, and then it comes to midterms and 43 doesn't explain why. Nothing.
Do better.
She's like, read the rubric to follow my feedback, right? I go there and the comment is didn't provide such and such, which makes no sense compared. So then I'm like, all right, whatever. 1 grade. Keep going. Got a 96 in the class. Do my final 42F. Brought my score down to like an 88. And then that screwed up my whole GPA. I was at a 3.9 before that anyways.
No, man, I used to be in the gift. I was part of them like gifted kids that always had to go do tests randomly throughout the day.
My dad taught those. They were called
like I'd be in the middle of taking a test for my main class. And then like the lady who was in charge of like the
numbers 2 + 2.
No, it's like the honors program. No, it's like the honors program, dude, like the counselor person.
Yeah.
And then they would just come and randomly test me for like aptitude and stuff. I think they were trying to push me forward at one point. I did really good on state tests. I do know that for a fact. Like it was not out of the ordinary for me to get 100% on a state test.
So you were a gifted child, not a gifted child, but a gift.
Yeah, basically like an X-Man. But like, not because I was a woman first, but like the mutant X-Men's Wolverines.
You'll get there, bud.
I got nerve damage and a broken hand, dude. Give me a break. I had to tell my brain how to move the fingers.
Well, a minute ago you said you had to do your research, right? And I like to keep people informed on things that at very least I care about, and that are relevant to us. Drill sergeant hat back here. There was an article. Yeah, there you go. There was an article put out, and I did do my research. So the article states that there was a suicide at Fort Leonard Wood. In basic training, a trainee it said a fire range. Obviously, whoever's writing the article don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But at a qual range or some sort of range where ammunition. Some kind of range with good old green tips in there, and kid walked off and took care of himself. So the article, however, talks about allegations of trainee abuse. The allegations state that from an eyewitness that was at the range, saw it happen, had another family member, brother, whatever. They stayed anonymous in the Army, and then that individual was told secondhand what had happened out at the range. And then that's where the allegations came out, that the drill sergeants were encouraging and stating things like, you should kill yourself. Yeah, go commit suicide. Things along that line. So that's what's going on right now. Very careful what you say. Let's, being that we were both drill sergeants, let's just give them a quick summary of what happens when a trainee and or some other source says, right, there's the he said, she said thing. Let's talk about what happens in that company, what happens to that individual who is suspected of whatever they're being investigated for, and what that process looks like.
What it's like to be investigated? Is that what you're asking, or like what goes in when they're actually investigating?
I mean, yeah, let's go into it. Let's talk about it, because I mean, unless you were a drill sergeant, you probably don't know.
Yeah.
If you're a non-commissioned officer or an officer in the Army, you
don't really see 15-6.
Yeah, if you've had some years.
I never saw
Army,
one until I put the hat on.
Yeah, exactly. I saw
and then for flippals. You know, if you field loss, everybody's got to do the sworn statement.
I saw
15-6,
a few 15-6s before I was a drill sergeant.
Not at the extent that I did when I wore the hat, though. It was
all the.
My word was more than law. It was like it was everything going on. Absolutely. Whatever I said, that was reality.
Right, exactly.
With the hat comes a weird.
The investigations. Yeah, investigations, right? 15-6. Probably heard that a couple times. If you're not a vet, probably don't know what that is. It's just a file number for a document, for a form. So if in a battalion level, a drill sergeant says does something that he ain't supposed to do, or maybe isn't alleged to do, right? The battalion commander, if it's worse, brigade, if it's worse than that, it could be the MCO. And if it's even worse than that, i.e. a parent calls their senator, then it could be a congressional level, and it could come all the way down from Congress. Somebody's going to assign an investigation, and that's going to be pushed over to whatever level officer that they decide is necessary to investigate that. So given someone died, I would probably say a captain or major is investigating that right now, as well as the allegations that are being put out of trainee abuse. CID is absolutely on that. So there's CID, the criminal investigation department of the Army, your detective / criminal or prosecution law, that range for the military. And they're going to go through all the witnesses, and that's going to take, investigations, they could take 2 weeks, they could take 3 months. It just depends on all that goes into it. What these guys are being accused of. Telling and encouraging individuals to commit suicide. Steiskal, tell them about that.
Especially, so if you're wearing that hat, it's a huge, no-go. The amount of responsibility and trust that the military puts in you, for any branch, if you're wearing the instructor's hat, for you to be saying something like that, that's just, they can't allow it. Dude, it's that 350-6 training. It's in the treatment of trainees. You wouldn't talk to your mother like that. You wouldn't talk to your brother like that, right? But it happens, man. And here they are. You say that. You say it one too many times, or you say it at the exact perfect moment for the person. And they'll run with it, man. And that's, now, this is all alleged based off what you're saying. I haven't even looked yet. But should the military find that the mistreatment of a trainee in that fashion has happened, them guys are done. The drill sergeant or drill sergeants, male, female, doesn't matter, done. They're done. They're not in the military. They're gone, man. They're going to take that super serious, dude. It's a death.
They could even face prison time for that.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, potentially. They have the potential of doing that. That's covered by 350-6, and it's cut and dry. It's abuse of training. It violates multiple creeds that we have as soldiers, NCOs, and drill sergeants. You got to take care of those men. Now, do these things come out alleged? Things like that all of the time? Every single cycle. Every single cycle. Those individuals are most likely, their drill sergeant hats have been temporarily removed from them and they're sitting in what we call S3. They're hanging out in there until that investigation is complete. I had a little vacation there myself once upon a time. But it was alleged. It was alleged. It was alleged.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah, And there was one other time that I might have probably violated 350-6. So you weren't there, I don't think. No, I don't think you were. It was when I first got over to your company because I got kicked out of the other company to come take the.
Yeah,
it was a leave. I was getting kicked out of one company, kind of, but I was also getting promoted, taking a senior position because I had just gotten on the promotion list for my 7th. I go over there and we're doing UPU, meals to go from the dining facility, but paper plate, right? Eat it real quick. And for some reason, BCO and ACO were vastly different. What I was taught in BCO was if you go down to the chow hall and they're giving you something that you don't think any other drill sergeant would serve their trainees, or they don't give enough to serve everybody, then you just kick it back, right? Well, they served that day 66 servings worth of Jell-O for 240 kids.
Well, they used to give us 12 bagels.
Right?
We had 15 drills. Who are these 12 bagels for?
Us, obviously. They give us
trainees eat first.
Yeah, so they give us 66 servings for 240 people. It's like there's no way to make that work. The senior drill sergeant, that's the guy in charge of chow that day. So he had told the trainees to give every third person Jell-O. And I'm like, still ain't
random's fair.
Fair enough. Fair. However, trainees don't like fair. Trainees hungry. So trainees come by with their tray and they're like, keep going, and they keep trying to put their tray out. So finally, I'm like, dude, fuck this Jell-O, right? I tell the server, no more Jell-O. And he's looking at me, but another drill sergeant told him something else. So he got in that confused, awkward, what do I do moment and kept thinking about serving and not putting the lid on it. And kids are still going by trying to get that Jell-O. Dude. So finally, I'm like, fuck this. The wildest. I grab the Mermite off this plastic table and I just pull it maybe a little too hard. I didn't mean to, but I also didn't know what was going on behind me. Situational awareness. I also didn't know what was going on to the left of me. Situational awareness. But I grab this Mermite and I fling it, get it out of the way. No more fucking Jell-O, freaking out and shit. And then the metal pan in the Mermite slap the ground. You know how that CTA, dude, echoes. Yeah, everything echoes. So this metal pan is just bouncing off the concrete and then sliding. And I look back and I see it sliding and it hits a kid who is currently faced away eating. And he looks back and I was like, oh shit, I didn't mean it. Fuck, I hit that kid. I didn't mean to do that. And I didn't hit him hard by any means. I didn't cream him with a whole pan of Jell-O.
It was accidental.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But then I look to my left and I've been in this company for a week. Vastly different from BCO. The culture and everything from BCO to ACO was way different. So I was still trying to tread lightly, feel the water. I dove in at that point. So I looked to my left.
That's why you don't run it. That's why you're not supposed to run around the pool, man.
Yeah, that's. So I look to my left and boom, first sergeant staring at me. All 4 senior drill sergeants staring at me. And then I walk over to this kid and I look down at him and he's eating his food. They've been in 2-3 weeks now. They know they ain't supposed to look up. They're just supposed to eat, mind their business. Now I came down, hey man, did I hit you with that pan of Jell-O? Did it actually hit you? He's like, yes, and I was just like, dude, my bad. And man, I didn't mean to fuck you. I really didn't. I didn't know it slide that far. He's like, it's okay, just on. I was like, do you want some? It's on the concrete.
You want it? I'm not gonna be mad this time.
He's like, no, just on. All right, training.
Dude, for real, if you want some, you can have it.
I was like, you enjoy your meal, and he's just like, I will just on. I was like, whoa, not too much. I walk away. Yeah, I actually did feel bad for hitting him. I didn't mean to, but shit was funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that dude put it in the report. Because I was only investigated that I was aware of one time, and it was for throwing food.
Wait.
Just once, dude. Just once. And it was...
For throwing food?
Yeah. But they
But you
couldn't
were-
tell me no details. They couldn't tell me what I threw. I would,
leave.
yeah. So
Was
that
it
dude
throw-
confused
was it
me
throw
and
it?
you.
Was it throw? We're near the
Same height. Well, look. I left 4th platoon so that you could get in there because I was holding your spot, like just your man slot.
Yeah.
They were full. I had to go to
So then
first.
that's down to
You
first?
could move into 4th. Yeah.
Oh,
And then
shit.
he got us all messed up. So, and my leave was long too. So like I was sitting at home for 2 more weeks after you did that. I
Damn.
come back and they're like, yeah, no, Lieutenant was looking for you. Apparently you're throwing food a couple weeks ago. I was
Clear
like, Doug,
violation of 350.6. You cannot throw food at trainees.
I was like, dude, I've been home for 30 days. I had extended
Accidental.
leave.
Allegedly.
So, obviously I was moved companies for being a problem, more than likely.
Yeah.
I ended up in Seco shortly after, if you recall.
Yeah. With good old drill sergeant Stellar.
Yeah, me and Stellar were in the same platoon. Then,
so
we had Stellar who just looked like Stellar looked like I ate me. And then
same
just
height?
like, just yammed up, dude. And then we had Keller. So we had Stellar, Keller, and Steiskal. It was great. We had Zapata.
I had Abel, so like I
Yeah,
come in, drill sergeant.
See,
like,
Abel looked like he ate Steiskal and Stellar. Because he was just even bigger than Stellar. Abel was massive, dude.
That man was like in between.
He was like 74% silverback.
280 and 320 and straight jacked.
I'm pretty sure if we're doing DNA splicing, he signed up for the how many men it's going to take for silverback. He said me.
That dude was massive.
And then he put on the shortest shorts he could find. That's just Abel, dude. It's like a gorilla part grizzly bear part drill sergeant.
When you have tree trunks as legs, you don't need shorts.
Dude, I thought I had some. I didn't skip a lot of leg days growing up, but damn, dude, I was like, that's my whole waist.
That motherfucker, he started leg.
My man got 2 me's.
He started leg day inside the womb, guaranteed. He's
like a Power Rangers Megazord out of
like
me.
540, and I was just like, I can't even touch that on deadlift.
You get that on them big jobs.
Do be that on big. That is actually wild though that you got investigated for.
Yeah.
Something I did.
Well, like I was in the beginning, first 72 red phase. I know I was intense. I know that. My buddy, he just got promoted to first sergeant down at Fort Polk, and he ran into one of our privates, Private Bill.
I remember that.
I called him Big Baby Boss Baby. He looked like he was just built like an adult version of Big Baby.
Okay.
From Boss Baby with Alec Baldwin in it. And whatever, dude, we ran with it. Apparently he just got it tattooed on him. Like they were doing tattoos in my bay, dude.
They were also killing people in your bay, just saying.
Listen, first rule. Talk about fight. The fuck is wrong with you?
Good Lord. But listen.
Yeah, that was crazy though, for real.
Technically, hear me out. That is by definition an abuse of power that totally should be allowed. In my platoon, it was in BCO. There was a kid in 4th platoon. I was in 3rd, and I would go in their bay just to fuck with that kid. And he knew exactly what he had to say every time I came in, or I'd just start fucking everybody up. I only had to fuck everybody up like once, and they did 2 push-ups, and then
But then it becomes like a ha-ha thing, though.
Exactly, because
that's called rapport. You built the rapport with them kids, though. It's different.
You know what he looked like, though? He looked like the superhero Frozone off The Incredibles. So every time I came into their bay, they'd say at ease.
You talking about Coast Guard?
No, not Coast Guard. I'd come in. Y'all know what's got to happen. And he'd be like, man, come on, Drew. So I'm like, all right. And he'd be like, no, I'll do it. And then I'd make him scream at the top of his lungs, hey, where's my super suit? And then I'd laugh and walk away. Every time I had to hear it, bro, look just like him.
I would love just messing with, like, just saying weird stuff. Not like weird, but like things that they're not ready for the drill sergeant to say. It just,
Yeah. And
like,
that was like
wait.
one of the
I
things
would always
did
wait
that.
for white phase. The night we switched from like red to white,
You just come up with
like,
some wild shit.
whenever or as close to it as I could get when I'm doing C, I would, go do my counts, getting ready to turn the lights off. And I would just tell them, instead of just the wake up time, I told them to wake up and then say, "Good night, privates. Sleep tight." And then just walk away. And that's it. And then the one kid, there's always one. There's one that's like, he's quick, response. And he goes,
like,
"Good night, drill sergeant," or "Thanks, drill sergeant." And then no. He's doing it right. I addressed him and he didn't ignore me. He addressed me back and proper, whoever it was. Right. And then you got the 3-4 guys that are like, "Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine, Trains. Let me just turn this light back on. We don't got to sleep now."
nah, dude, I had them dudes in attention.
And then just put them right back to bed.
They'd be in the position of attention in their bed, and I'd make them do Soldier's Creed, like 5 different times. Star Spangled Banner. I'd make them
Infantryman's
sing
Creed.
that. Infantryman's Creed. Fucking everything. They'd be sitting there for 20, 30 minutes. But yeah, that Star Spangled Banner, dude. Fucking bring chills. I'm so fucking patriotic, dude.
Until you get the dudes who don't feel like singing, and then they ruin it for everyone.
But then I flipped their matchers. I didn't touch them. I didn't touch them. I touched Army equipment. Government property, bro. You shouldn't have been laying on it. That's the problem. Yeah, that's your fault. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, dude.
I never flipped anybody out of their bed.
No, I did. I mean, I put hands on kids, but like not an unsafe. Just to stop unsafe stuff.
So like at a range,
I had to like, physically stop them. Not because I don't want anybody getting wrong idea. None of the privates that I personally worked with or saw during this time tried anything with the intent of harming another person with a weapon system. So, but unintentional injuries will happen when an untrained person isn't properly using a weapon system.
Absolutely.
And I'm there to stop them with minimum damage done.
Range, man, is free game. They're going to hurt themselves or they're going to hurt somebody else. I'd rather them be a little butthurt by...
Not yet. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm going to like push you on the ground and shit.
Yeah, I'm going to put you down. And
I'm not going to...
You learn
to get on top and start. There's no ground and pound at the end. It's just get on the ground. Freddy, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, he'll either know or he won't. He'll either know or he won't know what he did wrong. You'll correct it there. And more than likely, he'll come back 20 minutes later and not do it again. More than likely. Yeah. You do got your problem, kids.
And then you'll have another drill sergeant.
Sometimes you get a guy that slid all the way through. And then you see him hit a 360 no scope. And you're just
it's when you have 60 kids and 3 drill sergeants, but usually only 2 or 1 of them are there. How much can you do? It's hard. I tried really, really hard to take each individual into my own perception and say, do I want them in my platoon in a line unit? If the answer was no about halfway through, I found a way. Like, you're not going to fucking make it, dude, because you don't belong in the Army.
You find the kids that need the extra kick in the ass, but they don't need a kick in the ass. They need their own version of that.
There were and that's the thing about leadership in general.
You got to find out how to kick every ass, not just one ass.
But some of them
all the asses
talking to. Some of them need soft. Some of them need a literal kick in the ass. I was that kid when I was a private, and I had good leadership. And I think this is why I was so successful early on in my career. Was the leadership styles that I had was always blunt force trauma. And that was exactly what young me reacted well to. They beat information into me and it stuck, So it worked for me, but it ain't going to work for the next person.
I mean, my leadership was simple. They were like, I had a bunch of good leaders. I had some iffy and some, not so great. But I know my first team leader, I don't even think I did anything wrong, honestly. I think he was fucking me up because my battle buddy, like, I'm on the line now. Like, I'm at Fort Lewis, and my battle buddy's a fucking dipshit. I was in charge of him while being a rank under him and only being in the Army for like 3 months.
You had a specific time that you had to wake up and go knock on his barracks door every single day to make sure he would.
Yeah, well, he knew what time it was, but I would show up kicking his door 30 minutes before that. I don't know if you remember working with me, but I was always there early, like super early. Just this same team leader. I was there early.
No. I'm saying being that late guy always wasn't really much of a thing as a drill. There was, every now and then somebody, It
was mostly
I was late at times.
So you mean being late? I thought you meant late guy, like late man.
No, that was always fucking me. Always me. You can find me there. I'll be there.
Yeah, I was always late, man. We hung out a lot. I remember. Yeah, it was me, you, King. Me and King worked together for about a week till he went upstairs.
King was a good man. Good dude.
I loved him.
But shit, man. Speaking of always being there, we're going to be here. We're going to be here next episode. We're here this episode, and we're going to be here for all the rest of them.
Don't forget, we were there last episode, too.
Facts. That was good.
So we're here. We're there. We're going over there. But like I said, we're here. But not for long. I'm about to get out of here. I don't know what you're doing. You can hang out and talk to yourself. I'm getting off. We're going home. I got to go sling that thing.
Actually, on a serious note, right before we end it, well, if you were...
I guess I'll wait, dog.
There you go. Thank you. If you were and or are in the military and you have a comment one way or the other on that current event we talked about, let us know what you think. Let us know if you feel drill sergeants were in the wrong based off allegations, or if maybe allegations there weren't necessarily in the black and white. So let us know what you think on that.
If you have inside information and want us to be the ones to release it,
let us know.
Army WTF is still out there. Go ahead and use them if you'd like. I'm not saying you don't have to. But if you do want to let us have that information, we will release it for you on your behalf, anonymous, with your name, however you want it. Don't do it with your name. I'm an idiot and I'll read your name, so make sure you send it anonymous.
Brothers and sisters, RJ, I'm out. I'll see y'all.
This is Drills Gone Wild. We're fucking out. Bye!
He broke the line. We got him.